A young woman is returning home from the office late at night. There's only one taxi on the street, but a group of men gets in, leaving her to walk alone. As she enters a dark alley, a van suddenly stops in front of her. The driver, named Do Shik, offers her a lift, but she refuses and keeps walking. Soon, she hears strange noises and sees the van door open. She hears someone crying and asking for help. When she approaches the van, she finds clothes and a dead body inside. The sounds were actually coming from Do Shik, who suddenly grabs her and pulls her inside so she can't escape. Later, Do Shik changes his clothes and calls the police. When two officers arrive, he pretends to be scared and points to where he dumped the body. He lies, saying he saw some workers attacking the girl. A few days later, a girl named Kim is working in her office. Kim is deaf, so she communicates with other deaf customers via video call using sign language. After work, she goes to dinner with her colleagues, but she can't join in the conversation. The men there take advantage of this and start making fun of her, using foul language, thinking she can't understand. However, Kim is good at reading lips and gets her revenge with some rude gestures. Later, Kim goes to pick up her deaf mother from work. Her mother works at a tailor shop and is very happy because she received a good salary that month. She plans to take Kim on a nice beach vacation. Meanwhile, another girl named Choi is getting ready to go out with her friends. Her brother, Jung, has been overly protective since their parents' death. Jung isn't happy with Choi's short clothes and wants her home before dark. Choi promises to come back early, but later ignores Jung's messages and calls. When she doesn't pick up, Jung decides to find her himself. It's late at night, and Do Shik is out looking for his next victim. He sees Kim drop off her mother and park the car, so he follows her. But then, he spots Choi in an alley and decides to attack her instead. He suddenly pounces on Choi, and no one notices because Kim's mother is deaf. After attacking Choi, Do Shik approaches Kim's mother, but Jung arrives and starts asking her about his sister. After Jung leaves, Kim returns from the parking lot and sees a white shoe in a dark alley. Someone is calling for help, but Kim can't hear. When a second shoe drops, she goes inside and sees Choi, covered in blood, asking for help. Suddenly, Do Shik jumps on Kim, but Choi pushes him away so Kim can escape. Kim runs to the parking lot and hides between the cars, making her way to the back door. The door makes a lot of noise, so she tries to open it quietly. Do Shik hears the noise and arrives, but just in time, Kim opens the door. The door is chained from the outside, but Kim, being thin, slips through, leaving Do Shik stuck. Kim runs to her car and calls her mother, telling her to stay put. But when she turns around, she sees Do Shik in the back seat with a knife. He orders her to drive, so Kim crashes the car into a wall and escapes. Do Shik chases her, but Kim reaches her mother and hits the alarm button on the street. They wait for the police, and Do Shik goes back to his van, hides Choi, and changes into a businessman's disguise. Do Shik approaches Kim and her mother, and Kim doesn't recognize him because he wore a mask and hat before. Do Shik claims he's looking for his sister, and Kim leads him to the dark alley. But then the police arrive. They find the alley empty, but Kim says the truth will be revealed through security cameras. However, the parking lot guard informs them that some mischievous kids turned off the cameras. The three are taken to the station to file a report. In the elevator, Do Shik keeps looking at his weapons in his bag and staring at Kim and her mother. Kim's mother gets suspicious, but Do Shik shows a phone message claiming his sister is fine. After Kim gives her statement, without identifying the body or the killer, the police can't do much. A crazy old man starts cursing Do Shik, who insults him back. In the scuffle, Do Shik's white phone falls, and Kim's mother picks it up. The police drag the old man away, and Do Shik retrieves his phone and starts watching Kim's statement. Do Shik memorizes Kim's address from her statement. Kim's mother tells Kim that the man has two phones, making her suspicious. Do Shik shows them the weapons in his bag and threatens Kim's life if her mother makes any moves. He takes a knife and approaches Kim, but her mother manages to create a commotion, and Jung grabs Do Shik's knife. A fight ensues between Jung and Do Shik, and Kim and her mother run to get the police. Do Shik admits to attacking Choi, enraging Jung, who beats him severely. Just as Jung is about to kill Do Shik, the police arrive. Do Shik pretends that Jung attacked him, and the police arrest Jung. Do Shik leaves, but Kim and her mother stay with Jung. The police review CCTV footage and realize that Kim, her mother, and Jung were telling the truth. Jung resumes his search for his sister, while the police take Kim and her mother home. Their house has lights that blink with any movement. Suddenly, there's a knock on the door, scaring them. It turns out to be Kim's mother's friend, who came to pick up her things. Kim's mother and her friend go downstairs, and Do-shik sneaks in, breaking the outside sensor. Seeing the inside sensor, Kim realizes someone has entered and becomes alert. Do-shik sets off an alarm clock to make Kim think the sensor was triggered by the alarm. While Kim is in her room, Do-shik disables all outside sensors. Kim messages Jung because he gave her his card. Do-shik picks up his axe, ready to attack, but Kim notices a toy moving without the sensor activating. She knows something is wrong and turns just as Do-shik attacks. She runs to another room and barricades the door with a dresser. She messages Jung, saying the killer is there, and tells her mother not to come upstairs, but her mother replies that she's already inside. Suspicious of her mother's unusually perfect spelling, Kim realizes Do-shik sent the messages. She stays put, and Do-shik starts breaking down the door. Kim jumps out the window and escapes. Do-shik follows her, but Jung arrives and chases him. Do-shik threatens Jung, saying he'll never find his sister if he's killed. He sends Jung a location, forcing him to choose between Kim and his sister. Jung apologizes to Kim and rushes to save his sister at the given location, which turns out to be Kim's house. Do-shik lied. No one was there. Do-shik calls Jung, saying he made a big mistake by not saving Kim. Kim throws dirt in Do-shik's eyes and escapes to his van, where she finds Choi asking for help. Jung and Kim's mother arrive but find no one. Choi hides as Do-shik approaches. Kim tells Choi to call Jung and then confronts Do-shik with a knife, trying to stall him until Jung arrives. When Do-shik charges, Kim hits the alarm and runs again. Choi calls Jung, who gets her to the hospital. Choi directs Jung and Kim's mother to Kim's location. Kim runs into a market, trying to get help, but no one pays attention because she can't speak. Do-shik catches up, and Kim draws her knife. Someone tries to call the police, but Do-shik claims Kim is his mentally unstable sister. Kim runs, but the police catch her and hand her over to Do-shik, believing his story. Do-shik takes Kim to a dark alley, intending to kill her. But Jung arrives and attacks him. A fierce fight breaks out. Do-shik escapes to find Kim's mother and tries to make her his next victim. Kim runs up and stabs Do-shik, but he laughs as it doesn't hurt him. Kim collapses, revealing she was the one stabbed, and Do-shik holds the knife. The police arrive and shoot Do-shik dead. A few days later, Kim, her mother, Choi, and Jung are at the beach, happily taking a picture together. They've finally defeated a serial killer. The movie ends here. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.